We also have the cases of a lot of industrial assets and machinery. So take the case of a forklift. There was a manufacturing company that needed a forklift and they were routinely using it. And it was quite unoptimized because they finished a lot of their contracts that required that piece of machinery. They procured it firsthand, which was their first mistake. But the second mistake was it was still costing them. It was a depreciating asset and it was hurting their accounts. And they also had several other assets they were looking into at that time. So they ended up leasing this out to a company nearby, and they were making about $5,000 a week just by leasing it through an hourly basis, a daily basis. And eventually they decided to offset that cost entirely and actually sell it to another buyer. So they recouped 50% of their initial investment in a very short time frame, and eventually they saw that it was much more effective to be able to source these items locally. So whenever they needed to use industrial assets, it also helped them overcome issues of liability. So who has ownership of that item, and that helped them, also access sort of resources they needed in the future and be more smart with what they procure and actually own. And they were able to, again, reduce their costs of buying this type of machinery and putting it on the books by just renting it as their need and whenever the need for the project kind of came up.